Hey guys, it's Psycho here. So I'm going to be commentating on these, on the last two creepypastas I'm going to read. Yes, last two because, well, not last two, maybe like last 4 or 3, because I'm going to be preparing for Halloween, and, I'm going to be very excited. So I'm going to be commentating throughout these stories. So, the next video is going to be about Pokemon. This video is going to be about Mickey Mouse. So let us get started. Let me just get the music on. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. Suicidemouse.avi. So, do any of you remember those Mickey Mouse cartoons from the 1930s? The ones that were just put out on DVD a few years ago? Well, I hear there is one that was released to even the most avid classic Disney fans. According to sources, it's nothing special. It's just a continuous loop, like Flintstones, of Mickey walking past 6 buildings that goes on for 2 or 3 minutes before fading out. Unlike the cutesy tunes put on, though, the song on this cartoon was not a song at all, just a constant banging on a piano as if the keys for a minute and a half before going to white noise for the remaining of the film. It wasn't the jolly old Mickey we've come to. That was someone banging on the door, and that wasn't me. That was not a sound effect that I put on. Someone was literally banging on the door, and that scared me. It wasn't the jolly old Mickey we've come to love either. Mickey wasn't dancing, not even smiling, just kind of walking as you or I were walking with the normal facial expression. But for some reason his head tilted side to side as he kept this dismal look. Up until a year or two ago, people believed that after it cut to black, and that was it. When Leonard Maltin was reviewing the cartoon to be put in the complete series, he decided it was too junk to be on the DVD, but wanted to have a digital copy due to the fact that it was a creation of Walt. When he had a digitized version up on his computer to look at the file, he noticed something. The cartoon was actually 9 minutes and 4 seconds long. This is what my source emailed to me in full. He is the personal assistant of one of the higher executives at Disney, an acquaintance of Mr. Moulton himself. After it cut to black, it stayed like that until the 6th minute, before going back into Mickey walking. The sound was different this time. It was a murmur. It wasn't a language, but more like a gurgled cry. As the noise got more indistinguishable and loud over the next minute, the picture began to get weird. The sidewalk started to go in directions that seemed impossible based on the physics of Mickey's walking, and the dismal face of the mouse was slowly curving into a smirk. On the 7th minute, the murmur turned into a blood-curdling scream. This kind of scream painful to hear. And the picture was getting more obscure. Colors were happening that shouldn't be possible at the time. Mickey began to fall apart. His eye rolled on the bottom of his chin, like two marbles in a fishbowl, and his curled smile was pointing upward on the left side of his face. The buildings become rubble, floating in midair, and the sidewalk is still impossibly navigating in warped directions, few seeming inconceivable with what we, as humans, know about direction. Sorry if I'm messing up, by the way. It's just that, jeez. For some reason the music is distracting me. Mr. Moulton got disturbed and left the room, sending an employee to finish the video and took notes of everything happening until the last minute, and afterwards immediately stored the disc of the cartoon into the vault. The screaming lasted until 8 minutes, and a few seconds in, then abruptly cuts to Mickey Mouse facing at the credits of the end of every video with that sounded like a broken music box playing in the background. This happened for about 30 seconds, and whatever was in that remaining 30 seconds, I haven't been able to get a sliver of information about. From a security guard working under me who was making rounds about outside of that room, I was told that after the last frame, the employee stumbled out of the room with a pale skin saying, "Real suffering is not known," 7 times before speedily taking the guard's pistol and offing himself on the spot. The thing I could get out of Leonard Milton was that the last frame was a piece of Russian text that roughly said the sights of bring its viewers back in. As far as I know, no one else has seen it, but there have been dozens of attempts at getting the file on rapid share by employees outside the studio, all of whom have been promptly terminated of their jobs. And the music cut. I am sure it will come back soon. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to reverse it because I don't like that. Anyways. Where is it? Where am I? Okay, whether it got online or not is up for debate. But if rumors serve me right, it's online somewhere under Suicidemouse.avi. If you ever find a copy of the film, I want you to never view it, and contact me by phone immediately, regardless of the time. When a Disney death is covered up as well as this, it means this has to be something big. Get back to me. TR. I've yet to find a copy of this, but it is out there. I know it. So that was Suicide Mouse. I hope you guys enjoyed it. With this kind of music playing in the background, I'm going to have nightmares for life. But sadly, the next story is going to be somewhat of a feels creepypasta, a feels pasta and a creepypasta mixed together. So I'm going to put sad music, which I think it's kind of creepy. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode because I have not read Suicide Mouse before, and I think it was a very interesting story. It was short, but it was good. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna try for a spirit with you, and I'm gonna go play some Pokemon now.